Hi, I'm Cam Trump and this is Clickbait. Today's date is January 3rd, 2018. So what is clickbait? Clickbait, as designed by Merriam-Webster, is something such as a headline designed to make readers want to click on a hyperlink, especially when the link leads to content of dubious, aka suspect, value or interest, such as the good-looking girl in the corner of this slide. So how is it used? Clickbait can take the form of any piece of media designed to direct you to another page or product. So it could be an article title, such as an Onion title, which is probably not a good example because it's a satirical website, but their article titles are outlandish and designed for people who maybe aren't as well rehearsed to scroll through media and find them. Or in other cases, there's people out there that search for those titles too for a laugh. You could have a picture, such as the girl in the last slide. YouTube thumbnail. A thumbnail is the picture that goes next to a YouTube title, and those are basically an extension of a picture and usually misleading. Maybe you're watching a 19-minute video of a guy skateboarding and there's 3 seconds of a guy in a panda suit. The thumbnail is probably going to be the guy in the panda suit, so that everyone's like, why is this guy in a panda suit in a skateboarding video? And last but not least, you could have a link such as a social media post on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and usually it's going to direct you towards a really outlandish article that's probably going to end up being a waste of your time. So to take it back to the beginnings, the idea of clickbait and even fake news started in the 1800s. On November 1st, 1888, The Evil Spirits of the Modern Day Press was published by Puck Weekly magazine to poke fun at the evil mainstream media of the time back then. This picture was explicitly designed to point out that the desires and actions of human beings have never faltered from those beasts that were locked away and labeled. And on each little character in this picture, there is a different form of greed labeled. So you have anything from paid pottery to scandal to personal journalism to criminal news to hypocrisy. If it's a devious human nature quality or undesirable character trait, it is at the forefront. So what does clickbait look like? It could take the form of a Facebook post such as this, and this would be an article title that I was talking about earlier. So for Michigan football, we have flight staff reveal 19 shocking secrets about what's really going on in the air. You'll probably see this on Facebook. You may have even scrolled by it yourself. So the purpose of this would be to direct traffic to this website through the use of this outlandish article that you're probably going to put down 2 or 3 secrets into it. It's not going to be interesting, but they just want you to get there for traffic. You can take form in a Twitter post. So this would be another article title designed to take you somewhere, usually with like a terrible URL name such as amazingviralpics.com. The website's probably going to be buggy. You're probably not even going to see all the images because you'll leave by the end of it. But again, this is just another article title designed to draw somebody in who's scrolling through their feed. Admittedly, BuzzFeed is 64%, I believe it was, clickbait through article titles such as this one. Which Taco Bell menu item speaks to you on a spiritual level? And I'm going to assume that you're probably reading this at 3 o'clock in the morning because you can't sleep and you're staring at your phone. You're probably not going to read this one normally, but again, it's another outlandish sort of title that's designed to spark intrigue through originality, bring you here. It's obviously not going to tell you anything very helpful, but you might end up here. This is Logan Paul, who is a mega YouTube star, started with Vine, but has since taken it to YouTube for daily vlogs, and he sells merchandise and other stuff, and he has a huge following. It's over 10 or 15 million subscribers on YouTube. Just this week he came under fire for taking his vlog into the suicide forest of Japan, which is world famous for obvious reasons. People go there, they don't come back from there, and thousands of people go there every year to kill themselves. So why not make a vlog there, right? So not only did he famously post a video of him walking around the suicide forest with his entourage, making jokes and laughing and whatever else you could possibly imagine a sociopath would do in a place like this. He took it a step further and used the thumbnail of the video. It was a picture of him standing next to a dead guy that they had found hanging from a tree. He took a picture standing next to this guy and used it as the thumbnail. They blurred out his face, but you could see everything else. Everything else. And that was the thumbnail of this video. The video garnered millions and millions of views before it was taken down, and has since been the aim of every angry YouTuber and fan alike. Now, it might not have been a deceptive form of clickbait, because he really did go to the suicide forest and the video really was about him finding a dead body. However, I think any viewer would have thought maybe he called the cops or something, or had maybe a heartfelt message about it. Instead, throughout the video, he's standing around the corpse making jokes. So maybe in that light it is deceptive. But anyway, it was clickbait in the form that it was to draw attention, and it obviously worked. So wouldn't everything online be clickbait? This is a question asked by many in a world of e-commerce. If they click on something, it's done its job, right? In my opinion, the answer is no. The idea of clickbait at its core is deception. So anything purposely deceptive, I would label clickbait. So something that is the smallest part of a video or a link shouldn't be the thumbnail. Going back to the panda bear wearing costume guy in a skateboard video, that's the smallest part of your video. It should not be the thumbnail. People are spending their time on your page to see a certain thing, and if you give them something else, it's just not a good way to garner relationships and show that you value the time of your watchers or your customers. Oftentimes the end link of clickbait has no information whatsoever, or even information related to what you came to find, but it is not the way it's advertised or packaged. And for that reason, again, clickbait is deceptive. And a quote from Nilay Patel is, "Clickbait is a promise of value that isn't met." So in all my infinite wisdom of clickbait expertise, I have put together a little ethical use checklist. Is the headline, thumbnail, title, etc. the focal point, underlined focal point, the focal point of your product or click-through? Number 2, are you being intentionally deceptive? Number 3, does your media say anything useful to the audience, or even really anything at all? Or is your only purpose for site traffic? If you said yes to any of these, it's clickbait, and it's not a good practice. It's not an effective way to garner new relationships with viewers or customers. It's deceptive. It ends up wasting a lot of people's times, and I would not recommend it. Instead, I would tell you to opt for honesty and precision, as in the end, clickbait can really just be summed up as a waste of your time and other people's times. Thank you. This has been my presentation on clickbait. I'm Cam Trump.